Hey now.
We back. Episode 8, Dad's Intervention Podcast. This is the Ask Dad portion. So
Thank you for
remember
joining
last
us.
week was a good one.
Yeah, last week was a real good one.
Yeah. Last week was a good one. This week, of course, Bill is not here.
So we're not going to talk about behind his back.
I am.
Okay.
He normally is the one with the Ask Dad questions, but his questions ain't as good as mine. So here we are.
But he had a very nice titty on his question.
Yeah, that was.
You have a very nice titty on your question.
I don't have a
then
titty.
he
So
wins.
Bill wins this week.
Yeah.
So here we go. Question came in, and it's about it. Someone wanted to know if you and your son are living with a woman, and you think you're in love with this woman, but you find out this woman is not only disrespectful to you, but also towards your son and her own daughter. Would you stay with this woman and pursue the future, or would you end it now early? And the kids are ranging between the ages of 7 and 14.
That was the question I was going to ask. How old are the kids? If I'm in love with her, I might say I would have a conversation with her. I need her to get some junk together with herself. Like, listen, if I'm trying to build this thing with you, then there's some things that just can't be, some things that we just can't do. Which one of them is being disrespectful to our children.
Yeah,
because I believe the children are our future, and that we should teach them well and let them lead the way, and that we should show them all the beauty that they possess inside. You know, we have to give them a sense of pride to make it easier. You know what I mean? So,
you should put that on paper.
You think?
Yeah, man, that was prolific. Yo, that was the best. I ain't heard nothing like that since Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah. You know, I tapped into my inner Whitney.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think that one, you know what? I will say this. I would go ask my son how he feels towards her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe the daughter, even though it's a negative, the daughter may. I've seen a lot of mothers who speak down to their daughters, and their daughters get immune to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or kids in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids get immune to how you speak to them. So if they're constantly used to you being negative, and of course the letter didn't say which age. It just said the age range of the kids, but it didn't say who is what age.
Right.
And for all we know, it could be 10 and 12. It don't even have to be. They just said between 7 and 14. So I just know that kids are normally prone to be comfortable with how their parents treat them.
Okay.
Whether it be good, bad, or indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go to my son first and be like, yo, how do you feel about her?
That's a good idea.
How do you feel? Do you feel as though she comes to you? Do you take it as negative and disrespectful? If he says, well, no, then now I'm going your route, which is just talking to her. Mm-hmm. Because I know what I can handle as a man is a little bit more than my son can handle. And if my son doesn't see it, before this escalates to something more,
definitely,
let me try to nip it in the bud right now.
I like that.
Do you get what I'm saying? Let me try to nip it in the bud right now. Now, if my son comes to me like, Dad, this bothers me. Mm-hmm. This hurts. She makes me cry. She makes me do this. She makes me do that. Then I'm going to have a talk with her, and I'm going to have to say, listen, like I'm going to have to give her an ultimatum. Mm-hmm. If I'm in love with her.
Okay.
Look, and I ain't talking about no long term. Look, we need to have a family meeting. Mm-hmm. You need to say how you really feel to the two of them. And if you don't, I'm out.
Okay. I get it.
You get what I'm saying? Yep. Because even though I know you was joking, like you said, the kids are the future and they pick up on that.
Yep.
You know, they pick up on that. And if my child and your daughter see this, for all we know, your daughter could go down some kind of road that you know I are ready for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My son can always say, well, you ain't my mother. Mm-hmm. Moms always hold weight when they ain't in that household. But with the daughter may not be able to say, well, you're not my, I mean, you know, the whole, you're not my dad, but her dad might not even be around.
Right.
So I may be the only positive thing in her life because
Yep.
you're not positive.
Yep, and besides, piggybacking off what you said, you never want your child to feel like you didn't come to their rescue.
Yes.
Like that does damage far beyond damage that anybody else can do. When a child feels that I needed you, but you weren't there to come to my rescue, that is so much more damaging than I would say even being physically abusive to a child, because this person was doing something to me, and when I looked at you, you were not there.
Yep.
And as you being my protector, you're supposed to have protected me from this.
Yep.
So then in the future, you run the chance of your child holding a resentment towards you.
Yep.
Just because they needed you and you weren't there.
They're very true. Very true. You're absolutely right about that. And I mean, so to the person that wrote it in, I would definitely say that the best way of handling is possibly like how we said, you got to put the foot down.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go and talk and rectify the situation.
Because at the end of the day, what love got to do with it? I'm on the road today.
I thought you was going. If you'd went into the lyrics of that, Hey man, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the page, share it with somebody. You never know, somebody may have a question, and if you do, go to Dad's Intervention Podcast at gmail.com. Type in the subject, ask Dad, and you never know, we may just pick yours and answer it right there.
Right there.
Other than that, we'll see y'all next week on more of Ask Dad. Right here, Dad's Intervention Podcast.
Many companies, organizations, schools, and groups often provide various professional workshops to their team members. J.W. Warren LLC provides a diverse range of workshops for clients to gain the knowledge needed to take on their new challenges. From team building, job search guidance, challenges facing professional women, workplace etiquette, and much more. J.W. Warren LLC conveys professional yet informative workshops to all parties.